So we're at Trump's 100 days, and man, does it feel like it's been like 4 years in this first 3.5 months. It's been a wild and terrible ride, and his approval rating is in the dumps. His approval rating is terrible even on Fox. We should all know that Fox News is right leaning and not even particularly news, but these people speak to MAGA, and the fact that their own poll has them with such high disapproval rates on the economy, 56% disapprove, on inflation, 58% disapprove, on border security, these are MAGA people probably. Border security, disapprove is 43. He does have a 56% over on Fox News. But let Trump tell it in his own words. It's the pollster's fault. It's not his fault. It's not the actions of his government. So he said on True Social, great pollster John McLaughlin, one of the most highly respected in the industry, had just stated that the failing New York Times poll and the ABC/Washington Post poll about a person named Donald J. Trump, even though this is Trump writing this, are fake polls from fake news organizations. The New York Times has only 37% Trump in 2024 voters, and ABC/Washington Post poll has only 34% Trump voters. Unheard of numbers, unless looking for a negative result, which they are. These people should be investigated for election fraud, and add in the Fox News pollster while you're at it. They are negative criminals instead of like positive criminals or criminals like he is, because he is a criminal who apologize to their subscribers and readers after I win elections big, much bigger than their polls showed I would win, lose a lot of credibility, and then go on cheating and lying for the next cycle, only worse. They suffer from Trump derangement syndrome, and there is nothing that anyone or anything can do about it. They are sick. Almost only write negative stories about me no matter how well I'm doing. 99.9% at the border, best number ever, and they are truly the enemy of the people. I wish them well, but will continue to fight. Make America great again. So he really thinks that he's doing well, or at least he's typing this. I know he's melting down because he's seeing these numbers all over the place. So that first set of polls I did on purpose, it was Fox, because you would imagine that Fox would be more friendly towards Trump. All of the other polls that have talked about his first 100 days have failed him, have given him more disapproval than approval in everything. This is an NPR article. More give Trump an F than any other grade for the first 100 days. Like I said, it's been a long 4 years for this first 100 days. Twice as many people said Trump deserves a grade of an F rather than an A for how he's handled his first 100 days in office, according to a new NPR PBS Marist poll. 45% said Trump deserves the failing mark, compared to 23% who would pass him with flying colors. 23% said he could pass. That's terrible. Pass with flying colors. It's understandable that partisans would have strongly polarized views of the president, but it's also notable that half of independents said he deserved an F, and only a slim majority of Republicans would give him an A. So it says almost half of respondents would give Trump a failing grade for his first 100 days. I'm going to give a fuller view of this graph. Okay, so here's the fuller graph. People could give him an A, B, C, D, or an F. So the first line is overall. So it includes everybody. Then you got the Dems, then you got the Republicans, and you got the independents. Obviously, the Democrats think that he is a failure. 80% gave him an F. If you add the D's in the F, 89% say that he is a failure. Republicans didn't give him that high mark. 54% gave him an A, but obviously they're going to skew towards being positive towards him. So let's look down at the independents. 16% gave him an A, 19% gave him a B, 49% gave him an F. This dude is a failure, and this literally just been the first 100 days. The tariffs haven't even fully kicked in yet, but they are kicking in, and they're about to start kicking all of our butts. Trump's overall approval rating is down to 42%, including 36% among independents. For context, when looking at Gallup's numbers back to Harry Truman, this would be the second worst approval rating for any president at the 100-day mark in those 80 years. The lowest, First term Trump by a point. He's doing terribly. His economic numbers are even worse. Just 39% approve of how Trump is handling the economy, his worst score ever. Nearly two-thirds believe grocery prices will go up. Almost 6 in 10 said placing tariffs on imports from other countries hurts the U.S. economy, and a strong majority said Trump bears responsibility for the current economic situation because he came in here and he did this. He said that he was going to put tariffs on. He put tariffs on, and now our economy is in shambles. But what is he saying about tariffs, aka his liberation day? And I say he's been liberating people from their jobs and their money. That's all that they're getting liberated from. He says when tariffs cut in, many people's income taxes will be substantially reduced, maybe even completely eliminated. Focus will be on people making less than $200,000 a year. Also, massive numbers of jobs are already being created. With new plants and factories currently being built or planned, it will be a bonanza for America. The External Revenue Service is happening. He is absolutely lying to people, but since his people don't actually fact check, like where are these plants being built? Plants for what? What are they building? What kind of jobs will people have? What cities are they being built in? This dude is a straight up liar. And regardless, how long will it take, even if he was planning a plant? How long will it take to build a plant for anything? This man lies each time he starts up typing things. A lack of confidence in the economy. Arguably, nothing helped Trump win more in the 2024 presidential election than his promise to bring prices down and many Americans' nostalgia for the pre COVID economy. But 64% now believe grocery prices will increase. That's up 57% from last month. When it comes to tariffs on imports from other countries, 57% said they will hurt the economy. Two-thirds of Republicans, on the other hand, said they believe they will help. So Trump's base appears to be continuing to give him a long leash. About 1 in 5 said they have changed their buying habits by speeding up some purchases because of the tariffs. 28% said they've delayed buying some things. By a 60 to 39% margin, respondents said this is Trump's economy and not the result of something he inherited. That includes 61% of independents and a third of Republicans. Something else that's happened in the first 100 days. Elon Musk has become a supervillain. Tesla stock is down. Tesla sales are down. Twitter valuation is down, all because of how he is coming in. He's acting like a schnazi. He's coming in slashing people's jobs. He's incredibly unpopular for how he has handled his job, and he doesn't even go here. He is a white South African man. Why is he in our business like this? And why does he get so many government subsidies and grants and all of that while snatching away people's livelihood? That is the reason why a majority of people find him to be unfavorable. Elon Musk has grown more unpopular. A majority, 54%, have an unfavorable opinion of the man, one of the world's richest, who's leading the Trump administration in slashing jobs and harming people's livelihoods. That's up 4 points from last month. Just 34% have a favorable opinion of Musk, down from 39% last month. Similarly, 36% have a favorable opinion of Doge more broadly. So 36%, that means that the rest of the people are unfavorable. This man is a menace. Musk's omnipresent role in the Trump administration may be coming to a close by the end of next month. That's when his informal governmental advisory position expires. This makes me happy though. And amid a 71% drop in his company Tesla's profits, yay, he deserves it. Tesla needs to go down because he needs to go down because a lot of his valuation as being the richest man in the world is wrapped up in his businesses. And before I leave, I do want to share that the stock market has been its worst in this first 100 days of Trump's second term. The U.S. stock market just recorded its worst 100 days of any presidential term since Gerald Ford assumed office in 1974. And skipping down here, it says the S&P is down 7.27% since Trump's inauguration on January 20th. The benchmark index has shed $3.66 trillion in market value since Trump was inaugurated. So how do you grade Trump?